Fifth grade. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to review what a good summary looks like. So on Wednesday, I asked you to write two summaries of two different sections of the reading that we did. And I'm going to show you some student work, and we are going to compare it against the criteria for success and decide which summary is better. So what an effective summary has, which I reviewed with you in the last video from Wednesday, is that a good summary is going to identify the who or what the topic is of that section, right? And it's going to explain what the author most wanted us to know about that topic, and then it's going to give main ideas or big details about when, where, why, and how. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so in last week's exit ticket, I asked you guys to write a summary of this section, okay, the North's Lincoln. So this section is all about Abraham Lincoln, who is the president of the Union, okay? So we are going to lean into our subtitles the most to figure out the topic, and in this case, it tells me the where and the who, which is President Lincoln in the North, okay? So as I'm reading, I can see that there are two big things that stick out to me, right? Which is the who, right? Well, who was President Lincoln, and the author is trying to communicate that he was a great politician and war director. And how was he a good politician and war director? Well, he was very involved in the planning of military movements. So when you're reading this, you should be annotating or at least taking a mental note of the 5W and the H, okay? So what we're going to do next is I'm going to show you a few examples, or I should say non-examples, of what summaries look like. I picked out 3, but there were so many more that looked like this and very few that actually followed the criteria for success. So let's go ahead and take a look. So here is the criteria for success. You should have included these 4 things in a summary, and you're going to do it again today. So that is who this section was mostly about and what the topic of this section is mostly about, what the author most wanted us to know about the most important people and topics. You should have used a text structure, and I'm giving you the text structure. In this case, it was description. And then you're identifying the why, how, when, and where information from the section. Sometimes this can all come from one sentence. So let's go ahead and take a look at some non-examples that did not include these things. So I'm going to read you this, and I'm going to pause, and I want you to think, what part of the criteria for success did this student not include? This student says it's about how he became good at war, director, and it was also describing the war. So what did they not include? Well, when I read this, I think, well, it's missing clearly the who this section was mostly about. Well, this person identifies them as a he, but who was he? Well, we all know that it was President Lincoln. It also doesn't describe why, how, when, and where this was happening, why he was a good war director. Even though it's a summary, we still need to be giving big details and answering these questions. Let's take a look at another one. Abraham Lincoln was a very smart and loyal leader. He had won a lot of trust, and he was a good leader for the Union/North. Well, this is a little bit better, right? This person identifies the who and what the topic of the section was mostly about, which is Abraham Lincoln. It identifies what, right? What the author most wanted us to know, which was he was a smart and loyal leader, right? I would say that yes, they use description, text structure to write their own summary, but I do think that they could have included at least one more thing that explained why, how, when, and where. And let's take a look at one more. It's of the battle of the Americans, of the war, to the battle with war. Well, this clearly doesn't follow any of these things, and this person probably didn't even read the text. So I want you to know that, one, I am reading your work, and I am using the criteria for success to grade your work, And it's really clear to me when you're not actually reading. But if you were to at least put in your effort, I'll give you feedback and give you some credit for the work you did do. Now let's take a look at a student's work that did really well. This student says, Abraham Lincoln was a good person. He was in the military and he worked very hard. At the beginning, he had a lot to do and learn, and he was going to do that. He was the chief of the Union, and he will be there until the war ends. That war was so bloody, soldiers were dying everywhere. This was in 1864, and he did everything he could to win the war. This student put in a lot of effort, and they really made sure that they identified all of the things and the criteria for success. This would give you full credit. So, the reason why I'm going over this is because you are going to do something similar like this in your exit ticket. You are going to read a section of the text. Again, you are going to follow the criteria for success. And at the bottom, guys, please pay attention. I'm giving you a sentence starter, and I'm giving you the text structure to use to write your summary. Okay? Good luck. I know you can do it, and I'm so excited to look at your work later.